It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Newcastle police are appealing for help as they investigate a wild brawl at Stockton at the weekend. A large number of people were involved in the altercation in Griffith Park near Stockton Ferry Wharf at about 4 p.m. on Sunday. Anyone who witnessed the incident or has information is urged to contact Waratah Police Station. Police believe they've caught the man responsible for the alleged theft of $150,000 worth of vehicles and equipment from Lake Macquarie construction sites last week. Between Thursday and Saturday, a number of site sheds at Dora Creek, Bullaroo and Mount Hutton were broken into, and a quad bike, tipper truck, power generators, construction equipment and a large amount of fuel was stolen. Police say officers pulled over the stolen truck on Albert Street, Warners Bay yesterday and arrested a 40-year-old man who was behind the wheel. He's been charged with 15 offences and is due to face Newcastle local court today. The search for a rock fisherman feared drowned south of Catherine Hill Bay is resuming for a third day. The man in his 60s from Elibana went to retrieve a fish which his son-in-law caught at Timber Beach on Sunday morning, but fell into the water and hasn't been seen since. An extensive air, sea and land search has so far failed to find any trace of the man. Chief Inspector Siobhan Green has told NBN News they're investigating reports the man may have been wearing a faulty life jacket.
It is reported that he was wearing a life jacket at the time, but until we find the life jacket or locate the man, we won't be able to investigate further until then.
Lake Macquarie councillors have been spared the task of deciding whether to approve an application for a controversial boarding house at Charlestown. Despite being recommended for approval, police and members of the community expressed concern about the potential for antisocial behaviour and criminal activity if the 40-room boarding house in Mulbinga Close was given the green light. However, only hours before last night's council meeting, the developer withdrew the application. Port Stephens Council will decide on a development application for a 9-storey apartment building in Nelson Bay's town centre today. The proposal is twice the current building height of 15 metres, causing strong community opposition, fearing the approval would set a precedent for more high-rise apartments in the area. Jeff Washington from the Tomaree Ratepayers and Residents Association says building large apartment buildings will not bring permanent residents to the town.
Most of those buildings around this area of the Tomaree are held for, say, weekend use or for holiday lets. And those of us who walk up and down the streets here, say at night time, know how many buildings just don't have any lights on.
2NURFM Sport.
Knights forward Lachlan Fitzgibbon will join the injury list accompanying winger Edric Lee, fullback Kalen Ponga and hooker Slade Griffin on the sidelines. Fitzgibbon dislocated his elbow in Saturday's loss to the Warriors and is expected to be out for at least a month. The Newcastle Jets have begun pre-season training this week with plans for Abdiel Arroyo to make his debut at the FFA when he arrives next month. Coach Ernie Merrick says he's excited about coaching the striker from Panama, but doesn't believe he'll bring the X factor to the team up front.
But I have to tell you, I have no idea what an X factor is. I know what a Y factor is, and I don't like Y factor players. They usually say, why am I playing this position? Why do I have to train? They ask the question why all the time, so I don't like Y factor players. But he's a good signing for us, and at 25, I think he's got a lot of growing to do.
Newcastle triathlete Aaron Royal has helped Australia collect a bronze medal at the ITU Triathlon Mixed Relay World Championship in Hamburg at the weekend. The result secures the team as contenders for a mixed relay medal at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 1, 27, 16, 39, 44 and 33, and the supplementaries are 10 and 36. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.